The way we pick our projects here is very simple. There's got to be a fundamental, important human need, and we have to believe that the current state of technology finally allows for a radically different approach than what's already being done.
For years, the Segway was hyped as a revolutionary invention that would change transportation forever. So what happened that took it from the high hopes like that of modern-day electric car companies to the butt end of mall cop jokes? This is a bit of business. It's January of 2001, and it's an ugly time for the business world. The dot-com bubble was bursting, paper fortunes erased overnight, and the fog of over-optimism was slowly lifting to reveal a gloomy road ahead for internet companies. For the past 6 years, investors poured all they had into startups with dot-com suffixes, only to have it all come crashing down.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
You're seeing just broad-based declines across all of the major technology sectors.
This could be the most serious recession in decades. And that means life, as most Americans know it, is about to change, in some cases dramatically.
People were ready for a new invention, from a real inventor to renew hope to the entrepreneurial dream. 50-year-old Dean Kamen was just the guy to do it, and for him, there wasn't a more ambitious pursuit than reinventing the wheel. Dean was already an incredibly successful inventor and entrepreneur, a millionaire many times over, living in a New Hampshire mansion and commuting via helicopter. He's behind some life-changing inventions, including the world's first drug infusion pump, the portable dialysis machine, and the iBot, a wheelchair that could travel through rough terrain, climb stairs, and most importantly, lift people to eye level while balancing on 2 wheels. The gyroscopic-powered, self-balancing technology that was used for the iBot spurred an even bigger vision in Dean's mind, one that included the technology changing transportation forever. The Segway PT was intended to be the perfect solution to moving about in crowded cities, rendering cars useless. On top of that, police officers, the postal service, and warehouse workers could zip around while performing their jobs quicker than ever. The Segway would go on to line city streets and alter transportation as we know it. Okay, maybe not. Dean Kamen kept the development of the Segway PT under complete secrecy. That is, until an accidental leak about the project caused massive hype and speculation before anybody even knew what it was. The leak came from a news website and quoted the proposal of a book called Codename Ginger. Kamen was so convinced that the Segway would change the world, he'd hired a freelance reporter, Steve Kemper, and allowed him to secretly document the founding so later generations would have an inside look at the invention that shaped the world they now lived in. The book proposal was carefully crafted and left out key details that would have easily given away exactly what the invention was. However, it did document a compelling scene between Dean Kamen and some of tech's biggest names. In December of 2000, Kamen wheeled his invention, covered with wooden crates, into a San Francisco hotel ballroom. He was there to meet with venture capitalist John Doerr and 2 other guys named Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs. The leaked article quoted Bezos saying the secret invention was revolutionary, Steve Jobs saying that the invention would be bigger than the PC and that cities would be redesigned around it, and John Doerr saying it would be the fastest company to ever hit $1 billion in sales, who backed up his statement by investing $35 million. While it sounds like a great thing to have the biggest names in business hyping up your product before it's even been released, it might have been Segway's biggest downfall. The story got picked up everywhere. The New York Times, CNN, the Washington Post, BBC, Good Morning America, and many, many more. People were quick to fantasize over the possibilities of Kamen's futuristic society. Some thought it was a hydrogen-powered personal hovercraft, a backpack helicopter, or a teleportation device. Even Kamen himself tried to mitigate the overpromises, saying in a statement, "We have a promising project, but nothing of the earth-shattering nature people are conjuring up." After a year worth of buzz and speculation, the Segway was finally unveiled to the public in a Good Morning America segment on December 3rd, 2001. As the veil lifted, people didn't see anything nearing a hydrogen-powered hovercraft. Instead, it was a large, clunky, T-shaped scooter. The crowd was largely quiet, and Diane Sawyer, the broadcaster on Good Morning America, said out loud what many were thinking in their head.
Because I'm tempted to say, that's it. But that can't be it.
Dean Kamen projected to sell 100,000 Segways in their first year and thought they would be cranking out 10,000 per week by the end of their second year. However, they sold about 140,000 units. Total in 2 decades. By 2007, Segway had met just 1% of their projected sales. Other than the starting price being around $5,000, the Segway PT didn't find overwhelming success for a lot of reasons. Kamen's obsession with keeping the project a secret so nobody else would steal his idea proved to be a big mistake. The company struggled to hire enough engineers because they were expected to join the company out of blind faith that it was going to be a hit. They also couldn't conduct any market research to find out what people wanted, so they couldn't tweak the product at all. The secret secrecy was also the leading cause of the public's overblown expectations. It's pretty much impossible to live up to people's standards when they hear a product will be better than the internet. The Segway touted 5 gyroscopes that would self-balance, tilt sensors that monitor the rider's center of gravity 100 times per second, and could travel at triple the speed of a walking human. It was no doubt an advanced combination of hardware and software, but people didn't care for one reason. It just wasn't cool. Steve Jobs retracted his statement that it would be as significant as the PC, later saying, "Its shape is not innovative, it's not elegant, you have this incredibly innovative machine, but it looks very traditional." And he was right. Riding on a Segway wasn't exactly a flattering look for anyone. An early employee even said there was a real dork factor that they couldn't seem to break through. Outside of just cosmetic issues, the Segway also had a danger factor to it. While it was marketed to be a natural extension of the human body, there were many highly publicized accidents. George Bush was photographed taking a tumble on a Segway outside of his parents' home, and a cameraman cut Usain Bolt's victory lap short by taking him out after winning gold in the 200 meter. However, the dangers were put on a much larger public display in 2010. After a disappointing 8 years, Dean Kamen sold Segway to British entrepreneur Jimmy Heselden. Just 9 months after Heselden bought the company, he died using a Segway after it hit a tree root and sent him tumbling off a cliff. The company has been sold twice since then, most recently to their Chinese competitor Ninebot in 2015. The production of the original two-wheeled Segway PT reached its end in 2020, as did the hopes of it ever revolutionizing human transportation. It made up just 1.5% of revenue in 2019. Hey, thank you for watching this video all the way through. Segway Ninebot now focuses mainly on the shared scooter business, where they manufacture scooters for some companies like Bird, Lime, and Lyft. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a quick like and comment your thoughts. I will see you all in the next one, and remember, spread some smiles.